Hi, welcome to the GenX Glam Gab channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone, whether you're new, whether you're coming back. Thank you so much, everyone who scrolls by, stops by, and sticks around. I appreciate everyone. I love our community. It's growing, it's growing, it's growing, and it's the best thing ever. Lots of shout outs this morning. I'm on my way. I have to get ready to go to pickleball this morning. Okay, so we've talked about this before. If you're not new to my channel, you know, on pickleball mornings, I'm just kind of like, I'm just going to do a little bit of skincare. And I have been I used my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish, if I can even find it in front of me. I hope this was yay, found it. I used this product because it's a very lightweight, creamy concealer brightening product on pickleball days, just like right in here, because I'm gonna sweat. Let's face it. If anybody has an opinion about doing sports wearing makeup, please, please, please weigh in. And what about those Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders? What about them? Has anybody watched that documentary, America's Sweethearts? Or there's apparently 17 seasons of making the team, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. Like, I watched the documentary and then found out there were 17 seasons that they did in reality TV. And I'm a fan of reality TV. And like 3 years ago, I wouldn't have watched it. But now I'm like obsessed because these women and their glam, and that they go out and they do all this amazing athletic activity, sweat their butts off, and they still look like $1 million. How does it, there's a secret. I don't know what it is. All right, we need to get into today's video or I'm just going to go off the rails on a crazy train. Let's start with, if we can rewind to yesterday. I came back from Shoppers Drug Mart, which is a shop here in Canada. They have beauty boutiques, and every season they have a beauty mingle. It's the spring mingle coming up on May 3rd, and they will sell raffle tickets at the boutiques in Shoppers Drug Mart so that you can win these fantastic giveaway bags. And every time you buy a raffle ticket, which the proceeds go to support charities that support charities that support women's health here in Canada. It's a fantastic cause. It's a win-win for everyone. You buy your ticket, you get in, you donate to that cause, and you get a goodie bag. And every Shoppers gives different goodie bags. And the tickets just were released on Thursday, Friday. So places are getting their goodie bags ready. But yesterday's video, I unboxed like tons of these goodie bags that I bought. I made a dent in this because guess what? This is a GenX Glam Gab giveaway video. Yes, it is. I'm going to be announcing a giveaway, put on a little bit of skincare, give all of my shout outs because I have many, and get out the door to pickleball. Let's use one of the products that I got in the goodie bag. I don't know. There's remnants of the goodie bags laying all over. You got to watch the video where I just like tore them open and dumped them into this bowl. Like, this is my big Halloween candy bowl. I just thought it was very fitting. And I have already used some of them to stuff in today's giveaway, which is one of my very own GenX Glam and Gab Glam goodie bags. I curate it myself, and I send it out there somewhere. All right, so this was the La Roche-Posay. A lot of the samples that came from the particular Shoppers Mart where I bought tickets on Friday had a lot of La Roche-Posay and a lot of Vichy products, a lot of different serums and eye creams going on. But today I'm going to use all of my Belle Royale from Guerlain, the Belle Royale collection. I'm going in for the bees today because I sort of have a Belle Royale story, especially about the youth water oil, if I don't forget to tell it. But this is just a really nice thermal spring water spray. And especially on days where I'm just going to do my skincare after I do my face wash, I like to go in with a spray somewhat like this. I have one similar sprays in previous Shopper Mart like giveaways. And I'm coining this phrase, nobody cares, besides maybe Be Latte. Be Latte and I have a special sisterhood when it comes to Shoppers Mart. I think she's about as over the top crazy about going to Shoppers as I am. I will say this. I am calling the Spring Mingle, wait for it, the Springle. I'm going to call it the Springle, and I'm going to set this off word of mouth every Shoppers I go to until this thing launches on May 3rd. Up until May 3rd, when I go to my Shoppers, I'm just going to be everybody there. I'm going to be like, oh, this is the best Springle ever. What do you think? Do you think I can kick off a trend? I don't know. Maybe I can. All right. I was thinking about toner. Am I going to go in with the toner? Maybe a little bit of the Shiseido. I talked about this recently. It's the top of the line for Shiseido. Their Future Solution LX is their top of the line, their highest end. This is like a brightener, toner, lotion type deal. So whoa, I lost some. That's what happens here on the GenX Glam and Gab station. This feels like so moisturizing. It's some sort of essence lotion, if you will. Now that I need to let this sit because this is a little bit, it's definitely heavier than a toner, but some toners tend to be a little bit on the heavier side. Like look at this Lancome Milky Toner, for example. This is very hydrating, but when you compare it against something like this Caudalie toner, which, you know, this is a little bit more purifying. You feel a little bit of a sting, maybe a little bit when you use this one. So there's just all kinds of toners and essences out there. I'm going to be going in once I let this sit for a moment and do a couple more shout outs with my Belle Royale Youth Water Oil. Going to give it a few shakes because you can see in here some, and I've done this so many times. It gives me, it's like a snow globe. It gives me, I don't know why I'm so satisfied shaking this up and seeing all the little infusion beads of honey. And it's from the black bee, specifically from the black bee. If you go to Guerlain's website, which I've always said, if you ever need some zen, go to Guerlain's website and watch some of the videos that they have on that website that talk about the exotic places where they curate these bees, where they've created bee sanctuaries, and all the goodness just goes into these products. I think it's a great initiative. I really, really do. I especially like this black bee. Like some bees, I guess we don't really think about it because they've been around forever, but there's all different types of them, and they aren't immune to being endangered. So I think it's great that Guerlain not only infuses honey, because I think it's a great just organic ingredient in general, into their products. So shout out to Megan. I'm going to do a couple shout outs right now, and then I want to continue with the story about this particular product that I saw, I don't know, random person in my feed talk about last night when I was scrolling. So this lovely little black heart bag, it's from Ipsy. Oh, I think, don't worry, I'll wipe that off. Megan, don't worry, a little bit of oil from my hands. 5 full-size NARS products in here. Congratulations, Megan. I changed the thumbnail in the giveaway video. I went into that video. I went into your comment. Your comment was like, hey, girl back, you won. Go ahead and send me an email at GenX Glam Gab giveaway at gmail.com. GenX Glam giveaway at gmail.com. When I made that email, I hadn't added the Gab yet, but we needed to add the Gab, right? You agree with me? I think that's a hands down. Anyway, or you can join the GenX Glam Discord server. I put invitation links to that Discord server in pretty much all of my videos, and I'm waiting for 50 members to show up there so I can do an epic giveaway. Charlotte Tilbury Elf care package worth over $300. I feel like a broken record when I say that. I feel like a broken record sometimes when I say a lot of stuff, but I mean, okay, first of all, maybe you're new to the channel and it's all new to you. And second of all, maybe you aren't new to the channel and you just like paused, or you went and refilled your coffee or something when I was talking about it before. I never know. So I go for it. I just say what this comes out of this motor mouth. All right. So congratulations to Megan. Thank you to Dawn. Special huge shout out to Dawn. Dawn, along with Sylvia, Barb W. These folks are fantastic, super, super supporters. Everybody's a supporter. I get it. But Dawn sent me a card recently. Sylvia, bless her heart, sent me a Christmas card. Barb sent me a card, like a thank you card when she won a giveaway once. And she even sent me these super cool, like, nail decals. I mean, I appreciate it. It warms my heart. Thank you to everyone. I appreciate the support. When I get these cards and they're like, hey, like you really, I really enjoy watching you. It's like hanging out with you at your glam station. That's what it's all about. Thank you to everyone who supports me, whether you send a card or not. Thank you again to everyone. All right, let's go in with a little bit of the eye cream. This is from, again, we're going to go back and we're going to use the Youth Water Oil because I stumbled across a video that had a picture of the Youth Water Oil in its thumbnail. And this is a classic example of, I guess, how like thumbnails do draw you in. We've talked about how I get all of this, like, you kind of don't know what you're doing, spam mail, let me help you, like from all kinds of different sources. And a lot of the like the red marks, imagine your teacher marking up your, I don't know, your exam, whatever, pick a subject, and you just have red all over it. That's what these emails look like to me. They dissect, they take like an awful screenshot, first of all, and then they just go through and say all the things that you're doing wrong and how you could have more viewership if you optimize this or that or the other thing. But one of the things across the board that these spammers say is, you know, you need to improve your thumbnail picture. Maybe if I had a better camera, I don't know. I try my best. Mom in her basement, raw, uncut. That's what we get. I think that's why a lot of you hang out. You don't care. But so there was a thumbnail that grabbed my attention because it had the Abel Royale and it had a couple other, the Youth Water Oil from Abel Royale. It had a couple other products too that grabbed my eye. So, all right, whatever. Check mark. You're right. You're right on that one, spammers. So I start watching the video. I fast forward actually until I see this section. And the gal talks about, she starts with her skincare. It was like a 40, how to do over 40, but she didn't, her skin looked great. Like her, I don't know, she looked very youthful to me, but maybe she was 40. I don't know. When I was 40, I didn't look 40. So maybe she's 40. Anyway, that was sort of the title of the video. And she gets to this one and she mixes it with a moisturizer. All of the different parts of her skincare were coming through with, she went with an eye serum and then she didn't do a toner. She went with the eye serum and then she went with like an eye cream and then went in, didn't skip the serum. Then she went to the Abel Royale, and mixed it with a moisturizer. So what I understand from Belle Royale, and I trust my Shopper Smart beauty expert, she put it on the way that I do. I put it in my hands and then rub it around. She did not tell you how amazing this stuff smells. So luxe. Let's do another shout out. And Jeanette, you know you've won. I spun the Discord wheel. I'm getting that thing ready for the 50th member. I'm going to spin it again sometime next week. So everybody on Discord, get on your toes, stay on your toes, get on your tippy toes, be on your toes. Whatever the expression is, I'm going to randomly spin that wheel again next week and somebody on the Discord server is going to win. It doesn't matter where you live in the world because it's an international community going on over in Discord. But Jeanette, in your, okay, can I very carefully touch it? Here it is. Here's Jeanette's giveaway that she won, a combination of makeup and skincare that I put together and curated. She's got a sample of this in there, the Abel Royale Youth Water Oil. But anyway, the gal, the guru, she has like, if somebody has 700,000 followers, I'm almost going to call them a guru. She didn't know about this product. Like Shopper Smart reps who I trust say this is like an essence in the fact that it's meant to drink up what you put on top of it. So if you're mixing it with like a thick moisturizer, you're just basically, I mean, yeah, you're getting the properties, the anti-aging and all the other good stuff like targeting fine line wrinkles, formula that this thing claims that it does. You're getting it. But the best way to use it is to use it right after a toner. Use it in place of a toner. After you've got a nice clean face, maybe you do a spritz refresher like I did, and get this on your skin because it just soaks up everything you put on top of it. And what was more disheartening, besides the way that she suggested you use it, because it goes contrary to everyone, and I'm talking Guerlain reps that I have met here going to Shoppers. If you're new to my channel, I'm obsessed with Guerlain. If you're not new to my channel, like, yes, here I go again. So the gal talks about, she's just like, well, there's these little beads in there. I don't really know what they are, but they're probably good. They're the infused honey from the black bee. Like, it's a very specific story. I just feel like if you're gonna talk about a product, like, you should kind of have an idea. Like, even the bee itself on the bottle is black. I don't know. It takes 2 seconds to go to a website for a brand and read a little bit. How is this used? Guerlain gives the backstory on all of their products because they are so, the reason it's so expensive, you know, because they're so carefully thought out, and the formulas are just so carefully, you know, mad scientists combined. The ingredients are, you know, like if they're extracting honey from a bee that's kind of like in the endangered family on some exotic island, yeah, it's going to cost you a little bit more to buy that product. I mean, so Guerlain knows you're spending money on their stuff, so they take their time to explain all of their products and what the backstory is and tell you what you're paying for. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to get off that tangent and I'm going to announce the next giveaway. If you're still hanging out, this is it. I stuffed this cute little elf purse. I got this. This is special edition. You can't get this anymore, my friends. The purse itself is super, super cute. It says elf right on there. And what I did was I went into my bowl. I took a lot of stuff from my bowl and I stuffed it in here. And plus I went into my own overstock because I wanted to round it out. Like, look, right on the top are a selection of P. Louise brushes, couple of different sizes. There's a blush in here that I got in an Ipsy. It's going to be a beautiful color for like the summer. It's got the little spongy sponge. If you're into that, like, okay, like I'm saying that so excited, but if you watch my channel, you know, I'm like, these make a mess. Not always my favorite. The latest and greatest and from shoppers, from me entering one of like buying some raffle tickets yesterday on my voyage out to shoppers, a Quo Beauty pH active sort of lip oil changer, right? I'm going to use it so you can see what it looks like. I threw one of these in Jeanette's little bundle too. A face washer, a magic eraser. You can just go in and I threw one of these in Jeanette's too. I was, like I say, with these giveaways that I curate, and this one will get more, there's a little bit space, and there's just tons of stuff in here. So if you wanna get in on this, read the rules very carefully, subscribe to the channel, make a comment in this video, and have a USA or Canada mailing address. I'll be plugging this thing all week. We can look at it in more detail later, but I had to get out of here. So so congratulations to Megan, NARS giveaway winner. Connect with me. Congratulations to Jeanette, the first Discord wheel spinner winner. I'm just gonna get yours out like in the mail. I'll send you tracking information soon. I've put as much as I can in there. I hope that you like it. And then we're jamming with this new elf like super fun bag. Let's hurry up and finish my skincare because I don't want to be late for pickleball because it's actually a clinic. Let's use this Quo lip oil. My favorite shoppers that gives me, you know, I can buy the Guerlain. So remember, this is pH reactive. Getting a little pinky. There's no reason not to wear a lippy to pickleball. I've already determined that that's okay. This is the Belle Royale on eye cream. But today's pickleball is a clinic, actually. I'm not exactly sure if we're gonna play. It's a very specific type of instruction that's happening today. I don't know, for my pickleballers out there. I know Cadence, so proud of Cadence. Cadence is one of our viewers. She is a young lady going to college, just moved to college recently, away from, I'm presuming, where she grew up. Out. She's told us where she went. I don't know if I know where it is because I pay attention. She's on Discord too. So I just privacy, I guess, for Cadence, although she has mentioned it. Whatever. She moved to college. She shared with us like where I'm moving to. My altitude will be different. I need to like get into some other skincare and do the research. Bless her heart. And so I have a lot of respect from that. Go like as a young woman, just pulling up those big girl pants, packing the bags, researching what kind of skincare to bring to a new altitude home, and just going out to do that LIVIN and study thing. Bless her heart. But she has also shared with us that she is a recent pickleball player. So I don't know how many more pickleball players I have out there, but if I have you out there, it's fun, right? And if you haven't tried it yet, it's fun. It's like the same thing. I'll say the same thing to everyone. But so today it's like a very specific skill. I guess that's what I'm trying to spit out. There's a specific skill about, and it's like the title of the clinic is called like keep the ball low, because in any sport, well, I don't want to say any sport. I was going to say any paddle racket sport, but that's not true. Let's compare it to tennis. And when you've got like a ball like flying in the air, like it's got a lot of air time, it's so easy just to like smash it down. So if you keep the balls lower in these kind of sports, then the chances of that thing coming back and being smashed in your face diminish significantly. So that's like sort of the theme today, like how to keep the ball low. And I'm a super smasher. I'm a banger. as they say in pickleball. And so I will definitely benefit from this. I try to keep the ball, I do try to keep the ball low. And if I do have to pop it up, I immediately brace myself to either be hit or to try to dig that thing out. All right, I'm just gonna go in here and work on my color correcting. I think I've said my piece. I really truly have to go, but I enjoyed hanging out with everyone. This is like, I love hanging out on the weekends with folks here at the GenX Glam and Gab station because I try to be a little bit more relaxed because I'm usually just getting ready to go do some errands or do something fun like go play pickleball. So I'm going to sign off wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I hope you're well. I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't tell you again how much I appreciate this community. Super excited to watch it continue to grow, and wish everyone out there the very best. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.